Hey guys, welcome to another Heavy Metal Diecast video, another armor edition here, and today we have the Tiger II, or the Sd.kfz 182, and the Tiger II was a German heavy tank made in the later stages of World War II. Most of you will probably know, about this vehicle, and it was first introduced in 1944 and lasted until war's end, but only 492 of these monsters were actually made. They weighed in at almost 70 tons, and these were designed to replace the Tiger tank. It utilised the sloped armour design from the Panther tank and the powerful 8.8 centimetre L71 cannon, and this behemoth was a little bit underpowered because it did use the same engines from the Panther and Tiger, and it did weigh considerably a bit more, and it was a bit of a gas guzzler as well, and which of course by the stages that this was introduced was in short supply. And I reckon this is a pretty cool 1/43rd scale diecast version of that tank, and it is by Altaya. And what we'll do is we will get this Tiger II out of the box and have a real good look at it. So here we have it out of the box. We'll just take that off. I did buy this a little while ago. I just haven't had time to get around to doing the review on it. And this did cost me, I did buy this on eBay from a seller in Europe, and it did cost me $60, which overall wasn't a huge expense for, something this size. Look at the size of it in my hands. And these were one of the most expensive German tanks ever made during World War II. And they had required over 300,000 man-hours to actually make these monsters. And these were monsters. Look at the detail. The detail on this model is fantastic. And this particular one, as you can see, is from the 501st SS Heavy Tank Battalion, and this was the first unit on the Eastern Front to receive these tanks, and they did receive 45 of these monsters, arriving in August of 1944, of course. Heavy fighting would see these slowly dwindled away. The unit itself would eventually surrender in April of 1945, around Easter. I mean, although a number of these were lost to enemy fire, a lot were actually destroyed by their own crew due to mechanical breakdowns and running out of fuel, and even some falling through bridges. And just for the sheer weight and size of these vehicles, there were issues on the battlefield with them. But I reckon this model itself, this is absolutely awesome. And as I said, it is diecast, so all that is all metal. The turret feels maybe a little bit plastically. It does move around, so you can move that around, and I reckon that is pretty cool. The main armament, it does elevate up and down as well, so you do have that as well. It's got some awesome detail of the machine guns and all the stowage on there, and the paint application on the camouflage scheme is fantastic. I reckon this does come up a treat for sure. It's got the MG there for air defense, of course. You'll find on the American tanks a lot of the time it is on the rear of the turret, because they usually have a person standing on the deck. They find that a bit easier to get the angle to shoot at the enemy aircraft. But the German tanks, a lot of the time it was on the cupola there. I reckon, though, this tank does look pretty cool, and it is a reasonable size too, being 1/43rd scale. These are not small. I reckon it is pretty cool. So I am extremely happy with it. There is two versions of this, I think. There is another one that in a slightly different colour scheme. But I reckon this is a pretty cool looking unit for sure. And, if you're into your 1/43rd scale armour, like I enjoy, get your hands on one of these. These are really cool. I like them, and they're not hugely expensive. But I reckon the scale does show off some fantastic detail, and these things look absolutely awesome, and I really do like it. All right, guys, I'll wind this video up. You know the deal. I will take some photos of this and chuck them up at the conclusion of the video, which is finishing up now, and you can check them out without my sausage fingers being in the way, of course. And if you did like this video at all, hey, throw us a bit of a like. That'd be awesome. And if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so as well. All right, guys, thank you once again for spending your valuable time watching one of my videos, of course. I do appreciate it a lot. All right, everyone, you have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, guys.